George Truman, Mixed Farming Extension Officer with Northwest Local Land Services. It's been terrific working with the Merrinborough Group here. Thanks to the National Land Care Program and the support of the Land Care locally, we've been able to set up these demonstration sites of water spreading and water ponding. The value of working with this Land Care Group is that they've got a very strong commitment, good strong network of landholders, and through having the demonstration site here, we've had a lot of people come from Yarry Lake and from other areas to see the types of works that can be achieved in this ground that a lot of people disregard. They see it as quite marginal, but with these earthworks and good land management, we can really increase the productivity of these sites as well as to improve the natural resource management. So this site, traditionally the water would run off it, we'd lose a lot of topsoil. These sites are slightly sodic, so we're also getting salinity discharge. Now with the earthworks here, we're maintaining the soil, we're utilising the water better. So I guess in terms of land management, using water where it falls is always been the key. So if we can increase the infiltration, increase that water use, we're going to get better ground cover and productivity. We're hoping that once we get some rainfall, we start to see the sites actually starting to work, the ponds filling and flowing out, the water moving off and the grasses coming back.
Some time ago there last year, I had a conversation with our local land services about setting up some water ponding and water spreading in this area. It was an area that was scalded with sheet erosion, and it wasn't any good for anything. And I went on the bus trip in 2014 with the local land services and the Land Care Group. We saw what could be done, and I just thought that this was the area that I could do something. I could increase my carrying capacity, slow the water and utilise that water, and it would stop that erosion going off into the catchment areas, and so there was at least some community benefit to doing this project. And I think that in the long term this probably got more benefit than just leaving it in its natural state where we had very little ground cover and it would just run off. And I think that if we don't keep doing this sort of thing, then we are just going to end up down the tube with bigger problems and in our catchment areas than the money that it costs to set this up. And I think that through these grants and that we're able to do this, where in normal seasons or seasons that we're in at the moment, there was no way that I would have been able to achieve what we've achieved here for the benefit of the environment and this area. In the long run, if we can keep that ground cover in this area longer, then I think that in the long run we'll be way better off.
So you can see here with the banks, the water then would just flow across till it gets into the dished drain behind the bank. It then flows along and fills, and so all that bank will fill in behind the bank until it then overtops at the ends into the channel in the front, and then slowly moves down across the land surface to the next bank. So it's all about slowing the water. So in moving through the soil or across the soil surface, you're getting that build-up of organic matter, you're getting sort of plant material, and that's what's helping to regenerate the areas. But as you can see, there's butts of plants. It will grow something, it just needs to add water. And this technique is quite cost effective, looking at about $250 a hectare for the water ponding, and probably about $200 a hectare for the water spreading. It's just a little bit of a different technique. But it's minimal land disturbance. It's all been surveyed out and constructed through a qualified construction people, And yeah, look, we're really excited. It's talking to the landholders here today and those that have been to the site, we're really excited about what we can achieve here, and that's what the funding, the bodies that by having that funding from National Landcare Program and working with staff from Northwest Local Land Services, we can get some great change. And we're so lucky here at Merrinbarra Landcare Group that they've been able to be supportive as well, and it's those partnerships working with the community that really achieves terrific change.